In this playthrough, I'm actually going to test out using OCTGN multiplayer dual-handed. So in this case, I'm just doing the fairly standard break-in with Rhino, and we're looking at having Peter Parker as player 1, which will be on the X-Men screen, this one, and we'll be using Jessica Drew Spider-Woman on the standard blue screen in the background here. So yeah, I believe with that said, we'll just give it a try, see how it works out. So this is just again the standard break-in for Rhino, no additional modulars, so we only have the bomb scare in there with standard. And I'll just flip that over. We can see here it's the break-in. Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. So fairly straightforward. 7 per person threat out threshold. Rhino here, standard 1 scheme, 2 attack, 14 hit points per player to a total of 28. He is brute criminal with literally nothing else going on. I'm a Rhino, I knock things down. That's what I do. That's who I am. And then we have Peter Parker, and as we said already, Jessica Drew. And without further ado, we'll just jump into part 1. And with this, on turn 1, let's have a look, see how we'd like to proceed. So, there's a good couple of things I like here. I like the web shooter with this, and then using the swinging web kick, but that's a lot of resources to use in the first place. If we get the Avengers tower out, or tower, excuse me, mansion, if I get this out, I use this to come out, that can pull the mansion in with an additional 1. Mansion gives us another 1 to go. We're kind of hoping on a double, really, aren't we? We're really hoping on a double coming up because I don't think I have enough here. So I'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. What I will do, I'll mulligan out the backflip because we know we're definitely not going to use that. And I'm going to get rid of Daredevil as well. Select those. And perfect. I was hoping for another double. So we're good with those. We'll swap over to Jessica Drew now. See what she has for the mulligan. Exhaust Jessica Drew's apartment. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for an aspect card and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So that may be not too bad. That mightn't be too bad to get out in the first place. That's an event to ready up and get aerial until the end of the round, which is fine. Skilled investigator after a side scheme. I'm inclined to get rid of these 2 and keep. And I might even get rid of this too. I might keep these 3, get rid of these 3. So let's mulligan that. Keep you, keep you, keep you. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Alright, so that's that done. And what I will do now is go back to Peter Parker for the first turn. So first turn, I'm going to use the science resource, generate a science or a mental, and I'll use that to pay for the web shooter. Then I'm going to flip over to Spider-Man, and I'm going to use these 2 guys to pay for the Avengers mansion. With that, I'm going to exhaust this. Choose a player. I choose myself. That player draws a card, so I draw a card. Excellent. I'll then play swinging web kick, paying with these 2, and then this exhaust web shooter, and remove 1 web counter from it to generate a wild. So that's the third one for this. And we do 8 damage to the enemy. In this case, it will be 8 damage to Rhino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With that done, then I'll use Spider-Man, just move more over slightly, to do a further 2 damage. Now I just realized everything is a bit far away, so we'll zoom in a small bit here, just so we have some We might be losing some thing on Jessica Drew's side, but we'll see. That should do fine for us. Now, with that in mind, we'll swap over to Jessica and see what she can do. So with her thing here, she has the double agent to choose 2 aspects. That's already been done. We're only using the precons from the core set for Spider-Man and from Rise of Red Skull for Jessica Drew. So that's already done. You must include an equal number of cards. Fine. Action, look at the top card of any deck and limit once per round. I'll look at the top card of the encounter. I'll take control of that for a moment and we'll just have a peek, see what it is. It's an assault. Okay, so that's good to know. That's coming up soon. I say soon. We'll be getting rid of it on the thing. We know there's no big boost coming. So, how would I like to proceed here? I'll flip over. I think no, I won't. I'll first use the Heroic Intuition to play the Jessica Drew's apartment. Then I'll use this alter ego action, Exhaust the Apartment, to search the top 5 cards of your deck for an aspect card and add it to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So let's look at the top 5. 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What would I like to use? Well, I don't need much to threat out with here now at the moment. So maybe the attack is the best one. So that's something. Spider-Girl isn't a bad call either. But it's only for a minion. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is stunned or confused, draw 1. We don't have much going on there, so that's not brilliant either. I think we'll take the Venom Blast. Chuck these guys back in and shuffle, which should be the end of that. Shuffle your deck. Yep. I'll flip over. So, Superhuman Agility, Interrupt. When you play an aspect card, Spider-Woman gets +1/+1/+1 until the end of the round. So, that's just something to bear in mind. With this now, I don't have much going on, so I'll only be playing a red one. So, I'll use the double energy to play my Finesse. Seems okay to get out. That's going to be a wild resource for an aspect card. Kind of what we're going to be basing a whole lot of this on. And this is a ready. I don't think we'd be playing that, to be fair. Not at this stage. So, I'm going to play Venom Blast. I'm going to use the Finesse for 1, and I'll keep that for the next phase. Ready? Yeah. I'll use the self-propel glide to pay for the other part. When I use this, deal 5 damage to an enemy. 1, 2. Oh, I have to swap over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think now that's an aspect card. That's going to give us a boost. I'm just going to put an icon on this just to remind myself of that. So I'm getting the +1 across the board here. And then Jessica Drew will hit for 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Done. Now there's very little else I can do this turn. So I think we'll just go straight to the villain phase. Alright. So with that, I'll go back to Spider-Man to take control of this. Part 1. 2 goes on to the break-in. Next stage, he's going to activate against me. I believe I'll just take control of that again. Now, I've very little in defense here. So I'll just take it, I suppose. But Spider Sense, I always forget this. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. So I will take that card. It's good to know for the next turn. He's hitting me. And what would I like to do? I think I will defend. Because, yeah, that makes the most sense for me now. So he's hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4 for the charge. I've defended for 3. So 4 minus 3, 1. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, next stage, it's going over to Jessica Drew. How would she like to deal with this? So, he's hitting for 2. You're defending for 2 here as well. But, do you want to stay open for the next turn? I think I might. I think I'll stay open here. Yeah, I think I'll stay open. I'll take this. So 1, 2. Nothing. That does 2 damage. And we are onto the next phase of the villain's turn, which is encounter cards. 1 for Spider-Man, 1 for Spider-Woman. Spider-Man's card. First one. I'm tough. Treachery. When revealed, give Rhino a tough status card. So, if he has a tough status card already, this card gains Surge, so we don't have to worry about that. The next one is the Enhanced Ivory Horn. It attaches to Rhino, it gives him +1 attack, and we must discard 3 physical resources to get rid of this. And with that, we'd say that's the end of turn 1. So, over to Jessica Drew. How would I like to proceed here? Well, I suppose the best thing to do anyway, we'll get rid of this because that's no longer active. I could attack for a 1, pinging this off. I have nothing in line for physical, so I should really just go for another Venom Blast, I think. Which is probably what I'll do. So I'll attack for 1, ping off the tough. Then I'm going to play Venom Blast using a Finesse and maybe a Spider-Man. And that's going to deal 5 damage. 1, 2, let's take control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. That's going to give me back the +1. Then I might bring Spider-Girl into play. Or the upgrade. The reason I'm thinking the upgrade is when we get the... I seem to be riddled with the... Taken by Surprise, is it? The treachery that removes one of your upgrades or supports. So that might be the thing to do. Because Finesse is more valuable to me. But you know what? I'm going to play more efficiently, let's say, and I'll bring Spider-Girl out. Her response after you play Spider-Girl from your hand, stun and confuse a minion, that's not permanent right now. So Spider-Girl will hit for a further 2, which is fine. And now we'll switch back to Peter Parker. So, Peter Parker, how would I like to do this? First thing I'll do is Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Now, I don't have another physical. I could use this and that to get rid of this, but I need a third one, so that might not be the best option. But maybe spend a fist resource and discard this card to ready your hero. I think I'm going to go for a web kick. I'm going to use this for 1, and I need to do a further 2, which will be the emergency and maybe the tenacity. And that's going to deal 8 damage. No, that's not a good play. Let me get these back. Let me get these back. Put that back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is right. I'm going to use Webbed Up. And I'm going to use Emergency. Webbed Up, or Web Shooter for 2. This for 3. Haymaker for 4. When attached to enemy, let me start again. Webbed Up, condition, upgrade, hero form only, attached to an enemy, or attach that to Rhino. Max 1 per enemy. When attached enemy would attack, discard Webbed Up instead, and then stun that enemy. So that should keep him busy for this turn, which I like. Now, I could get the web kick out. I couldn't, actually. The only real play here is Black Cat, which I think I'll do. I think I'll get Black Cat into play to tidy up what I'm to tidy up my hand. So in this case, after you play Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So in this case, it's going to be this and this. Add each card with a printed mental resource discarded this way into your hand. Neither kick off, so that's fine. Now, Black Cat, we're going to punch for 1. And something I made a mistake with before, she has no consequential damage, so she can just keep pinging off there, which is perfectly good for me. With that said, let's end turn 2 hero phase and go to the villain phase. Part 1, 2 goes on to this. He would now attack Spider-Woman, but he does not because he's webbed up. When attached enemy would attack, discard webbed up, and then stun him. So he then gets the stun. Then he's going to attack Peter Parker. Now, when the villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. I don't think that would go off with the stunned, so correct me if I'm wrong there. I don't think I get the benefit of an extra card when the villain is stunned, so I won't. Obviously, just throw in the comments if you think I played that incorrectly. And now we'll do the encounter cards. So, Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman's one. The villain attacks you. Okay, so he is going to attack you this turn. How would you like to take this? I think the best thing we can do is maybe throw Spider-Girl in front of it. So it's going to be 1, 2, and a 3. 1, 2, 3. That defeats Spider-Girl, which is fine. Let's swing back over here. That gets rid of these. And now Peter Parker's turn. False alarm. When revealed, you are confused. If you were already confused, this card gains surge, so we will take a confuse. Get rid of that. And with that, let's go to turn number 3, hero phase. Oh, I could have dived in front of that. Oh well. Live and learn. So, we know Nick Fury's coming in. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. After Nick Fury enters play, choose 1. I'm going to choose the 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Now I can attack, bringing him to the next stage. But what is it? Is there a better play? Could get that. That's. I'm not worried about this just yet. So maybe, yeah, I'll attack for 2. Black Cat will attack for another 1. Nick Fury's open, but we'll see what happens next. We'll go to the next villain. So, with this, fine. I forgot the Avengers Mansion, but I may give that action to Spider-Woman. Yeah, I'll do that after. So, I might get rid of these 3 to get Helicarrier into play. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of this 1, 2, 3 to bring Helicarrier into play. Exhaust Helicarrier. Ooh. Choose a player. I choose myself. Reduce the cost of the next card. That player plays this phase by 1. Well, that's going to be Aunt May. Aunt May is coming to play here. So I'll zoom out a small bit. Move stuff over. Not much real estate going. Just fine. Then Nick is going to thwart for 2. And we'll pass control then over to Spider-Woman, giving her the Avengers Mansion card. So choose, I've exhausted it. I'll choose Spider-Woman. She draws a card. Right. Heal 3 damage from Spider-Woman and give her a tough status card. So I've only sustained 2 damage. And this is gone as well. So I think the first thing I'll do is use finesse. Generate a wild for clear the area. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. We'll take it off this. If it removes the last threat, which it does, draw a card. Right, so that's gone. This is gone. And with that, that's going to give me a +1 bonus. Now, heal 3, give me a tough status. Tempted to maybe go for this. Maybe deal 2 damage to an enemy. Or will I start building out for myself? Oh, I'm torn here. I'm very torn. I think I'll play Genius to get combat training on me. Put it over here somewhere. So that's giving me +1 attack. So I'm now 1, 2, 3. And then I could... Realistically, could I get anything else out here? Might keep that for the next turn. I'll go press the advantage and this to get heroic intuition in play as well. Now I just realized I played a aggression card, so that would have given me another boost here. So I'm now at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll hit for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I might not have. I think I might not have added this the last turn. So I'm gonna take 1 more life off of her for this, because I don't think I considered that when she was attacked. Oh no, because it hit. Didn't that hit Spider Girl? So that's fine. Too many moving parts. So with that, we'll call turn 3 hero phase over. And now we'll go to the villain phase. So let me switch back to Spider-Man. We'll put 2 onto this. And now he is going to attack me. Now he's initiated an attack against me, so I draw a card. Do I want to defend? This should also be gone as well. I'll let Nick take this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes Nick out of the equation. That's fine. Now, same thing. He's going to attack Jessica. And how would she like to work with this situation? I think the best thing we can do here is maybe take the defend. We've got it ready up next turn, so you know we can absorb some damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. He's hitting us for 6. I'm defending for 3, so he hits me for 3. 1, 2, 3. Bearing in mind, I know now I may be flogging a dead horse and belaboring the point. The +2 coming from her superhuman agility from the aggression and the justice card that I played. So I get rid of this, and that's there. And with that, let's go back to Spider-Man, and we will dish out the encounter cards. Spider-Man will deal with his first. You were confused. If you are already confused, which I am, because of the earlier false alarm, I gain a surge. So this is going to be another card, which is the armored suit. Okay. It attaches to Rhino when any amount of damage would be placed here or dealt to Rhino. Place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 damage here, discard armored Rhino suit. Fine. Okay, that's not brilliant. Fairly soft, but we'll see how we go. Now, what's Jessica dealing with? She's got crowd control. Side scheme. Panicked civilians crowd the area. It is difficult to confront Rhino without putting them at risk. Get the people to safety. So if crisis icon, when this scheme is in play, you cannot remove threat from the main scheme. I don't think we will be anyway, but you know, good to know. So with that done, let's move over to turn 4, beginning with Spider-Woman. Now, since I'm out of play here, right, these should be gone. I'm going to use a finesse and a contaminant immunity to play the other contaminant immunity, heal 3, and give me a tough. 1, 2, 3, and tough. That's also going to give me a +1 for playing a protection card. Now, does he have piercing? He doesn't. Right. Then think I'll ready up with press the advantage. So we'll go this. I'll actually get rid of the piercing strike. That readies me. So ready Spider Woman. She gains area until the end of the round. Fine. I'm now attacking for 1 plus the superhuman. So that's 2 plus combat training 3. I'm going to attack for 3, which now goes on here. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the end of my turn. I'm going to hand it over to Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man is going to attack for 2. 1, 2. Right. When any amount of damage is done here, then if there's at least 5, there is at least 5. Discard it. That's discarded. Fine. I'll use the Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Webbed up. That's pretty good. Now, how would I like to deal with this? I can't really deal with the threat. So, swinging web kick costs 3. Webbed up costs 4. Now, ooh, yeah, I'm in a tight spot. I can't afford both. So, what can I do? Well, Black Cat's going to attack for 1, which is fine. What would I like to do? I think we'll try and get damage. I'll use this to reduce that down to 2. I'll use the Heroic Intuition and the Interrogation to pay the other 2 resources, and then we'll do 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I might use these 2 guys to bring out the Surveillance Team. Get rid of that to bring out the Surveillance Team. Exhaust Surveillance Team. Remove 1 Snoop counter from it. And remove 1 threat from the scheme. Well, we got to remove it from crowd control. Not much else I can do in that. Is it worth going down? Maybe. No, it's not. I've sustained no damage. And we've got a tough over there. So, yeah, with that, let's call it a day for this turn. And we'll go to the villain phase. So, part 1, 2 goes onto this. He's now going to activate against Jessica Drew, who is just going to weather the hit through the tough. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That just gets rid of the tough. Caught off guard. That was the card I was talking about earlier. Right, now he's going to go for Spider-Man. We got the Spider Sense. Draw a card. I think I'm defending against this. Do I have anything else I can do? We can web up the next turn, see what we can do at that stage. So, I'll defend. He's hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've defended for 3, so that's going to do 3 damage, which is fine. And then bad card for Spider-Woman, bad card for Spider-Man, and we'll deal with Spider-Woman's one first. When revealed, hero, the villain, and each minion engaged with you attacks you. So we're weathering out another attack. Now, my hit points are high, so I think I'll stay open. Actually, what's in my hand? Yeah, hit points are high. I'll stay open. So let me just take control of that. All right, hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. And then Spider-Man is dealing with when read Rhino attacks you. Okay, so he's hitting me again. If the character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. He could wipe me out, but because it's another attack, I'll draw a card. Oh, I'd really like a... I'd really like the defense card, but that is not coming. So with that, I think we're going to have to sacrifice Black Cat here. So this attack will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would have wiped me out completely. So those two are gone. And I think we're good for turn 5. Now, we're back with Spider-Man. I will use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Spider Tracer. Shuffle into deck. So we have run out of cards. Which means I've got an encounter card coming next turn. I'll use this to play the Web Shooter for free. I'll use this and drop that to get rid of one of these. That's not a thwarting action, right? Yeah, that's fine. Now, maybe, I keep forgetting this. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel it when revealed. I could have been using that the whole time. Oh well. So I think maybe Jessica Drew comes out, she's going to be doing 2, and that's weathering a hit after as well. Oh, so if she comes out for 3, maybe the webbed up's the way to go. I don't know why I'm even debating it. 1. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the webbed up. I'm tempted to flip down, but I don't think there's a point at this. Like at making it me back up in the next turn. There's not much else I can do here. So, yeah, I might sit on those, and we'll go over to Spider-Woman. So, how does Spider-Woman want to play? I'm going to use get rid of this first. A finesse to play it clear the area. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, 2 threat from here. If it removes the last threat on that scheme, draw a card. Okay, nice. Done, and because it's the Justice card, I'll give myself the +1. So, press the advantage isn't going to do much. After Captain Marvel uses a basic power drawing card. That might be the play. Get the ally out. Get the signature ally. These guys are only going to be doing 2 damage anyway. So there's very little that I can do. So I think I may go Captain Marvel. That's 2, 3, 4. With that done, she's going to use the basic power of attack to hit for 2. After she uses a basic power, draw cards. We've drawn a card. Now the first card I used was Justice. I can't do anything. Oh, and that's a good card to hold on to. I may just... Oh... No, we've got some blockers. We're okay. So I will thwart for 2 off the main. I think that might be the most prudent for now, just to go into the next phase. 1, 2, 3. Getting that. 1 plus the bonus plus the heroic for 3. Let's go to the next phase. So. Alright, so over to Spider-Man again. We do it from here. 2 goes on the main scheme. Excellent. Now, he would attack Spider-Man, but he does not because he's webbed up. When an attached enemy would attack, discard webbed up instead, and then stun him. So stunned. He's stunned for when he attacks Spider-Woman, and this gets stunned. We have an encounter cards. Second one for Spider-Man this turn. First one for Spider-Woman. Now, let me just check one thing. No, that's okay. I thought the warning was telling me something else, but we're okay. Let's deal with Spider-Man's 2 cards. First one, hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. Is this worth blocking? I could use that, but I think 4s. I'll put that in. Hard to keep down. We'll put the 4 back up. Second one, Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If the character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. So I could bump that and get rid of the treachery with this interrupt. So Do I do that? Or do I take the attack? He's heading for 3-4. I think I'll take the attack. I'm going to take the attack and defend against it. So he's initiating the attack. I'm taking a card for it. I'm defending against it. And he's hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's hit for 6. I've defended for 3. I take 3 damage. Done. And then Jessica Drews. The villain attacks you. So I think now I'll use Spider-Man's response for the enhanced spider sense. When a treachery card is revealed, this is a treachery card. Cancel its when revealed. So that's been cancelled. Done and done. And with that, we go to turn 6. Now we're over with Jessica first. How would we like to play here? Well, I think we got to start looking at maybe I get this into play. That'll get this over. We can buy ourselves some time back. We can definitely buy a I think so. Action. I'm going to call Hellcarrier as an action from Spider-Man to reduce the next card I play by 1 and use the finesse. No. And use the we'll use clear the area for the second card to play finesse. And then use both finesse to play pheromone, which stuns and confuses. Right, and that will give me the 1 boost from the leadership card. Then I'll use the other pheromone to pay for the inconspicuous, remove a total of 3 threat from among schemes in play. 1, 2, 3. That gives me another bonus. So I could now hit for 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll do that. I'm going to hit for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to flip down. Yeah, I think I'll flip down. Captain Marvel will hit for a further 2, thus drawing a card. Would that have made a difference to how I decided to do things? Maybe. But, you know, live and learn. So now we'll go pass it over to Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is going to use the Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Swinging web kick. Well, I think I have to play that. But first I'm going to go one, get that out. I'll use Great Responsibility to play the web shooter. I'll use the web shooter, Mockingbird, and Jessica Jones to pay for the swinging web kick, doing 8 damage. 1, we'll take control there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. And I'll use the last snoop to take 1 off of this guy. And I think we'll call that the end of the turn. Now, Jessica's run out of cards. I had an inkling that was coming, so we will give her an encounter card. So we're in the villain phase. Oh, 2 goes on the main scheme. He would now scheme against that, but he doesn't because he's confused, so that's gone. He then attacks Spider-Man, but he doesn't because he's stunned. And then we get the bad cards. First one here, and then second one for Spider-Man. Dealing with Spider-Woman's ones first. First card is a guard, Hydra Mercenary 0-1 with 3 hit points, and the second one is charge. It attaches to him, which is going to be a big boost. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. Excess damage to an ally from this card is dealt to the ally's controller. And at the end of this attack, discard charge. Okay. And then the other card is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, the card gains surge. I'd like to just see what Spider-Man has. I could dump that. I could get rid of that, which I think I'll do, so that we're not dealing with the thing. So I'll use a web shooter to pay for the enhanced spider sense and cancel the treachery. So that will. That's pretty solid, I think. Oh, this should be gone as well. And with that, we'll go to Spider-Man's hero phase for turn 7. So I could attack for 2. Can't really do anything. Well, I've got a haymaker. I think we have it. So I attack for 2. 1, 2. I then use a haymaker. No, I'll use this first. Draw a card. I'll use this to reduce the next card I play by 1. I'll use the web shooter to somehow pull a haymaker. Do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. That kills Rhino. And not much else I can do, really. I mean, we can get Black Cat into play here for another 1 damage to him. So we're counting backwards now. Over to Jessica Drew's turn. She comes in, does another 2 damage. Oh, she can't. No, that would be to him. Yeah. That defeats her. Rather than doing anything here, I can actually just flip up. Get rid of this. I do 1 damage to him, 2 damage even. Getting rid of that. I get a piercing strike out for 2. 1, 2. Does another 3. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be a bonus there. I can use the Inspicuous to play this, readies me up, and I can do another 1, 2, 3, and then we could of course do this again to do a further 1, 2, 3. So we would have been hitting him for excess of 10 damage. I think we can call that a nice easy win. Well, I say easy, maybe a long-winded win. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And like and subscribe.